Last week, the cruise news was kind of all over the place. I mean, we had restrictions coming out of the Bahamas, forcing cruise ships to go to 100% vaccinated. We had new guidance from the CDC that had people unhappy. So I thought today, let's do something a little bit different. Let's have a little bit of fun, and let's go over some cruise comments for some folks that I'm not sure where they get the information from, but they're kind of funny. Chris with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video. Alright, so we are going to go over some cruise comments. Now, one, let me start off by saying where I get these cruise comments from. So there is a man named John Heald. He is Carnival Cruise Line Ambassador. He has a page over on Facebook where people ask him all kinds of questions. He probably gets thousands and thousands of questions a week, but occasionally he gets some pretty wild ones, I think, and some that are pretty out there, and he usually posts those questions in the morning. And usually reading those questions gives me quite a chuckle, so I thought I would share some of those with you today, and let's get right into that. I'm going to read this one here for you. So this first one says, "My DH and me are on the breeze." I'm not sure what DH is. That may be darling husband, but we'll just go with that. Alright, so my DH and me are on the breeze. We were told that we were missing Cozumel because of a storm. I know most cruise companies reimburse people with onboard credit or at least free drinks for the day when a ship is unable to call at a designated stop for whatever reason. We are getting nothing here. Why is that, John? Thinking I should take this further. Alright, so let's get into this one. Experienced cruisers know that cruise itineraries are not set in stone. I have said this in multiple occasions that yes, bad weather will cause a cruise ship to miss a port. We all know that it happens. When a cruise ship does miss a cruise port, you are reimbursed for the port fees for that particular port, and if you had any ship excursions already paid for that port, you are reimbursed those as well. If you booked through a third party, of course you have to get with that third party company in order to receive a refund from them. Now, I have not sailed on every cruise line out there. I have not sailed on every cruise ship out there. But how many cruise ships or cruise companies do y'all know that if a storm causes a cruise ship to miss a port, you get reimbursed or you get on-board credit? You get a day of free drinks for a cruise ship missing a cruise port? Honestly, I have not heard of that one before, at least not on your major cruise lines. I haven't heard of that from Carnival or Royal Caribbean or MSC. It is in your cruise contract that itineraries can change. You can miss ports. The cruise ship will do the best it can, but weather is the weather, and they don't control Mother Nature. And last time I checked, you don't get reimbursed for Mother Nature. You don't get free stuff from Mother Nature. But like I said, I haven't been on every cruise ship. I haven't been on every single cruise line. Maybe some of the more luxury cruise lines do that. Let me know in the comments below. Do y'all know of a cruise ship that gives you onboard credit or free drinks because they missed a port due to a storm? I am really, really curious. Alright, let's go on to the second one here. And it says, "John Heald, I could not help but notice that you use the smiling face emoji a lot of times when you reply to questions you are asked by Carnival customers. You should avoid the smiley emoji because many Americans feel it is passive-aggressive response. I, for one, would felt uncomfortable if you greeted me with a smiley face. I am letting you know because this emoji is sarcastic and has a sinister side. It is banned by the company that employs me. I would not like you to get into trouble with your HR chiefs. If you do not understand each emoji, then I recommend you stay away from using them." Part of me wants to say, this has got to be a joke. Really? A smiley face is sinister. A smiley face makes most Americans uncomfortable. So, I am American. I'd like to think I'm part of most Americans. I have never felt uncomfortable over a smiley face, and I have never felt it was sinister. But, again, I'm going to throw this out to you guys for an answer. Is the smiley face sinister? Let me know. All right, and I have one more for you this morning. We read your message about Carnival having the NFL games now, which is good news. If I read the information correctly, you are not showing the games on the jumbo screen. Seriously? Why would Carnival make such a big mistake and close their ears to what their customers want? I should not have to be crammed into a sports bar or other squash space to see my beloved Jets play. Nobody wants to watch those movies you show because most people have already seen them. Americans want football on the jumbo screen. I hope you pay attention to this before our cruise on the Dream in November. So, I read the responses to this particular comment, and the majority of the comments had no desire for football to be up on the jumbo screen by the pool. Most people wanted the movies. But I always laugh when people make comments when they put most Americans, all Americans, everybody wants. And then you go and you read the comments, and that is not apparently what everybody wants. Apparently that is what you want. Not necessarily everybody. I've yet to see cruisers posting around everywhere, please stop showing movies on the jumbo screen. We don't like movies on the jumbo screen. All those people sitting out there at night with their popcorn and their blanket and their milk and their cookies, they don't want to be there. Apparently Carnival's forcing them to be there because no Americans want those movies. But again, for the third question in this video, would you rather have the football or would you rather have the movies on the screen? Let me know what y'all think below. All right, so I read these comments purely for fun because I do think that some people are, I guess, out there is the best word. They kind of live in their own world, or perhaps they're just not experienced cruisers because they apparently honestly believe that the whole world thinks exactly like they do. And on a cruise ship, that is just not true. There are so many different people on cruise ships that come from different places with different personalities, which is why there are so many different activities on board cruise ships, because not everybody wants to do the same thing, see the same thing, watch the same thing, or participate in the same thing. But that's the beauty of cruising. You don't have to. I can get on a cruise ship with people from all over the place and we can all have a good time. And I do think that some of these people probably ought to put a little more thought into their comments before they type them and put them out there for the whole public to see. Some are just weird. Some are entitled. Some are just confused. All right. I hope you did enjoy this video. I hope you got yourself a little bit of a laugh from it because that is what it was honestly intended for. If you did, do me a favor. Let's hit that subscribe button. Let's hit that thumbs up. Let's have ourselves a great day because we're going to see you out on the high seas.